What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the XL Dating Series. I am Darryl.
And I'm Kirkland.
And we about to talk about everything dating and everything surrounding the word dating. Okay? So we got some gems for y'all. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So this is not like any of the other podcast episodes y'all are used to listening to. This is my second installment of podcasting. So this one is going to have a different element to it. I wanted to do a podcast where I'm focused on changing the hearts and minds of men. I feel like every single relationship podcast that exists in the world is teaching women how to be better women. But there's absolutely nothing teaching us how to be better. And frankly, the way I look at it is we are the leaders of our families. We're the leaders of our household. So if we're better, everything gets better.
Talk about it.
So I really wanted to focus on that. So, of course, I had to enlist none other than my really, really good friend Darryl here to help me, because I wanted to have multiple perspectives, because I know he sees the world differently, because although we're both black men, he's straight, I'm gay. So we see the world very differently when it comes to dating. So I wanted to have multiple perspectives on how we see things. And so welcome to the series that I call the XL Dating Series.
Appreciate it, player. Thanks for having me.
Darryl, introduce yourself to the
Couldn't
people.
wait.
What's up, y'all? My name is Darryl. Originally from Ohio. Live here in Georgia now. You can follow me on Instagram at Colo Lifestyle.
In Georgia now?
In Georgia.
That's how you
Georgia, that's how I said it. Is that,
in Georgia now?
Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Here in Georgia, you know, out of the country. You know what I'm saying? But nah, follow me on Instagram, Colo Lifestyle. You know, big and tall model, actor, singer, you know, motivational speaker, you know, trying to make it happen, you know, so yeah.
Okay. I actually have another 5 questions here.
See
so I
that?
had 20,
There
like I
we
told
go,
you to begin with.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I have 20 different questions. How I'm going to segment this podcast is Darryl and I are going to answer maybe 1 or 2 of those questions per episode, so y'all can kind of get the feel of what this is supposed to be like. So I actually have a 21st question, because I had asked him before we started, and I was like, wait, answer that on the show. Don't answer that now. So
this is the 21st question.
This is the 21st question.
Oh, okay, got you.
Okay, so what I want to know is, how do you, when you just start dating someone, how do you measure your feelings? And what I mean by measure is, like, how do you approach them appropriately? Because, like, I know a lot of times this attribute is subscribed to women or ascribed to women, but I too feel these feelings. Like when I just meet somebody and I'd be like, "Oh, this gonna be the one."
Right.
But the other person you dating, which is, you know, in most cases the man, he's like, "It's alright.
Right.
It's cool."
Right.
So, like, how do you do that? Like, how do you measure your feelings that way? How do you, like, yeah, it's alright?
Good question. Well, I would say first off, sometimes we go into something like, if we're currently in the period of feeling lonely, right, and the need and the want of companionship, the first person that comes along, we're gonna be like, oh, this may be the one, because of the, you know, us wanting that sort of type of companionship.
Y'all do that too?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've talked. I mean, people think about. You know, it just depends on what space you're in your life.
What space you're in your life?
You know what I mean? So yeah, like, you automatically tend to jump to the idea of, like, maybe this may be the one, or this is gonna be it. So then automatically you go into the situation head over heels, and then, like, you're like a car going down the hill without the brakes.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You're
and you crash.
You know what I mean? So I would say how to control it is understanding and being honest about the situation. Like, yo, this is new. You know what I mean? I just met this person.
Okay.
Yes, I like him. Okay. And I'm very interested, but let me constantly check myself and pump the brakes, because the reality of it is new. And good things take time. Even though you guys might even hit it off right away and things may be great, you still need to take your time on getting to know each other, even if things are moving at an accelerated rate. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that, you know, you can't, if you pull a cake out the oven too fast, it may look good on the outside, but then you cut it and it ain't done. Yep. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so you won't be able to. That's
a good one.
You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to enjoy the cake.
So let the cake fully bake.
It takes time. Even if it looks done. Even if it's in the beginning and you may think like, okay, damn, this is it. We here, we connected, and this is good.
I ain't even feel alive.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even like that answer because it's so true.
It's so
true. Because I have been notoriously known to pull the cake out of the oven after 5 minutes.
Yeah, keep the cake in the oven, man.
Knowing that it needs to be in there for an hour.
Mm-hmm. And it's red velvet cake, so you know what I mean. It's like, you know what I mean. You got to keep it in there
with the cream cheese.
That's what I'm saying. All that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on. Remember that the cake needs more time to bake.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. So really what you taught. Really what I'm getting from this is discipline.
Yes, emotional discipline. You got to have it, and we all like.
I ain't got that.
It takes time.
I ain't got that.
You got to practice it. You got to practice it, man. And this is coming from a guy who used to wear his heart on his sleeve. You know what I mean? And really just be out there as far with my emotions, and not the first time. You know, the first week of me meeting the girl, I'm like, man, like this is the one. You know what I mean? And like I got played a lot back in the day for just being too emotional right away, right? So you got to have that emotional discipline and be like, hey, yo, look. I'm not about to sit here and just dive right in with this person right away because, yes, it may be going good and, yes, they may show a lot of promise, but it's still new. And I have to honor myself. And, you know what I'm saying, like, guard your heart above all else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I hate that we got to be like that.
Yes, you got to.
I hate that you got to do like
you
that.
You got to.
Because people just don't and won't do you right.
Yeah.
That part bothers me.
But taking that time and doing your due diligence in the beginning to pay attention and look for those, you know, sort of emotional red flags that may go against who you are as a person, which ultimately...
Ooh, hold on. Emotional red flags?
Oh, yeah.
What in the fuck is that? I know what red flags are, but what's emotional red flags?
Emotional red flags, like, you know, someone not being able to be affectionate or not being able to... you know, really truly love you because they really don't love themselves. And you have to be able to see that. You know what I mean?
How in the hell are you supposed to love somebody else? You can't love yourself.
And you'll be able to see that. We can avoid 90% of our situationships or issues by just taking the time to vet a person.
So what you saying is it's my fault? It's cool.
Hey, dog, I mean, it ain't your fault. I mean, because ultimately you can, and sometimes, dog, to be completely honest with you, like, you can be as cautious as you want to be with a person. If a person is a liar, a person is a liar. So sometimes you're going to have to sit there and, you know, find out the hard way because some people are really good at putting on that 90%. Front. 90%. You can't say 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, but doing your due diligence and vetting a person will, like, save you a lot of time and heartache, right? Okay. But you can't avoid everything. You know what I mean? It's... you know, no matter how cautious, it's gonna be those experiences that you have.
To box with the air.
Right, and you can't box. You can't do that. I mean, you could, but you know what I'm saying. Who wants to do that? So to avoid you having to, you know, lay hands on somebody the unholy way.
I said the air. That's why I said the air, not them.
Right. But
you can't be hitting people in these streets. You can't be
hitting people. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, you know, honor yourself by taking your time.
Okay.
When getting to know somebody.
Okay, that's a really good answer.